Hi everyone, this is the mic check. So can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? And we go live in about 11 minutes. It's a good one, this one. See you soon. Oh my God, it feels like such a rush. Don't know why. Let me close the door. Are we all good? Yeah. Yeah, we've got a few. We always get it on the theme quizzes. We always tend to get a little bit of spam, but we have got filters in place and we block them as they come in as well. So just ignore any of those silly people. Hello, Gabor. I bet you're good at this one. Okay, going to go through the rules a little bit slower than usual because in the theme quizzes we often have some new people in them. So hopefully you've got the entry form. Now I'm just going to post in the chat that entry form one more time. That's where you write your answers, okay? Please don't write answers in the chat because otherwise we have to block you. Well, that sounded horrible. Otherwise we have to block you. So you don't write them. Yeah, I've got that beard thing going on, Paul, haven't I? I know. Yeah, you write the answers on the entry form. Now, if you've only got one device, what you can do is you can write them down on pen and paper and then transfer them across to the form later. Why do you have to use the form? Well, basically, I mark the quiz for you completely. So if you fill that form in, submit it, and you've got till 10 o'clock tonight to submit the form. So an hour after the quiz finishes, it lasts about an hour. I mark it for you. Produce. Sheila, do you know, I hate to say this, the Quizinators shirt has got books in it. So it's wrecked. So I'm back to this at the moment. Yeah, I mark the quiz for you and then produce a league table of all the results. And of course, you get the answers and the questions to the quiz tomorrow by your email that you leave in the form. I'll post that to you tomorrow by 3 o'clock. As we said, please don't write answers in the chat. And please don't use Google. Now, it's difficult with theme quizzes, isn't it? Yes, Sheila, it was last quiz. Toby plucked it. Yeah, theme quizzes. We're going to have our movie buffs here. Well, yeah, there's some tougher ones at the end for you. There is. But it's obviously based on have you seen the film or not. So there's quite a few multiples in this quiz that perhaps there wouldn't be normally in terms of accessibility. My shirt's got ducks. Did I say that? Don't know what I say sometimes. Please we are a business. Please make a small donation for playing. That link's up there at the top. You can do it after the quiz if you like. It doesn't have to be a lot, but a little bit for your team playing, please. We do ask you to do that. If there's anything else I've forgotten, I'll tell you as we go. The quiz starts nice and easy, and it gets harder towards the end. Hopefully you filled your picture round in, which is the first 12 questions. So we're starting nice and easy on question 13. Okay, I'll read each one out twice as we go. We have a recap when we get to question 30 of all the questions, and you can wind the video back after the quiz is finished to get any bits that you've missed, because there's multimedia bits in the middle and stuff like that. Okay, so question 13. Which English city was the Full Monty set in? Neil guessed this one already. Newcastle, Birmingham, or Sheffield? Gets harder as we go. So which English city was the Full Monty set in? Newcastle, Birmingham, or Sheffield? Hi, Siobhan. Oh, Denise is back. Hi, Denise. I tried to get as many films as I can in it, but please don't shoot me if your favourite isn't in there. On to 14. Officially named the Academy Award of Merit, what's the statuette more commonly known as? Oh no! There's a lot of multiples, Laura, so you can have a guess at a lot of them. Absolutely, Trisha, it totally is. On the theme quizzes, we have a massive spread of marks. whereas the others are more central. Mini Ash has come out of Xbox World. Wow. Has he got eyes like this? I have from looking at the laptop all the time. So officially called the Academy Award of Merit, what's the statuette better known as? Do you know, I think one of the kids have put him in the box. You're right, Martin. Needs to be here for this, doesn't he? Question 15. In the film Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear has all of the following abilities or features, except what? So which one hasn't he got? Chop in action, flying abilities, or laser beam light? So in the film Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear has all these abilities apart from one. Which one is it? Is it chop in action, flying abilities, or laser beam light? I should say as well, on the picture round, just check that you have written for the middle line of them, so 5 to 8, that you've written the name of the film, not the actor, because you won't get no points for that. Question 16. In the Star Wars films, what's the space station of the Empire called? So in the Star Wars films, what's the space station of the Empire called? So they're not all multiple choice. Incidentally, when we're marking as well, if there's ever 2 answers that are correct, of course you get the point as well. Question 17. How many Jaws films did Roy Schneider play Martin Brody? 1, 2, or 3? So how many Jaws films did Roy Schneider play Martin Brody? Is it 1, 2, or 3? I bet the teams that do really well in this have got quite a few spread of ages, definitely. On to 18. So you're writing these either on your form, obviously, or you can copy them across later if you want to write it on pen and paper if you're struggling with that. So which film, written, directed, and produced by James Cameron, went on to become the highest grossing film of its time? Which film, written, directed, and produced by James Cameron, went on to become the highest grossing film of its time? Chip and Dave's. On to 19. Do you know what? I forgot it was Sunday. You lose track of the days at the moment. I do. I totally do. Question 19. In the 1978 Grease movie, how many pink ladies were there? Is it 4, 5, or 6? So in the 1978 Grease movie, how many pink ladies were there? Is it 4, 5, or 6? People get quite possessive about films, don't they? I know I do. I'd be like, my film's not... Can you believe he didn't put an Indiana Jones question in? That's what it'll be like at the end. And there isn't an Indiana Jones one in either. I thought that to myself before. Yes, Gabor. Gabor comes up with some classics. It's like, oh no. Yeah, in the beginning. Question 20. How many Bridget Jones films are there? Is there two currently? 2, 3, or 4? One of your favourite films is in here, Gabor, I think. Ooh, that's well good, Paul. Vinyl Grease soundtrack. Is vinyl worth anything money-wise? I do. So how many Bridget Jones films are there? Is it 2, 3, or 4? And as I said, please don't Google. It's not an internet quiz, is it? A film quiz. Question 21. Which of these two came first in time? Pretty Woman or An Officer and a Gentleman? Paul's like, oh, yes, it is. It is, Dave. Which Richard Gere film came first? Was it Pretty Woman or An Officer and a Gentleman? Both great films. Yes, including... right, tell you what, Marie, in the break, I'm going to check number 19 as to the exact thing. I'm not going to say gobbledygook here. Laura doesn't know what it is. It's a round thing, Laura, and it spins on a turntable. It used to play music in the olden days. Yeah, so I'll check it for you, Marie, in the break. It is near, isn't it? Question 22. How many Dalmatians are there in the title of the year 2000 sequel? 99, 100, 101, or 102? So how many Dalmatians are there in the title of the 2000 sequel? How are we doing so far, Tricia? Yeah, I'll have a look at it, Hannah, in a minute. 23. Who played James Bond in The Spy Who Loved Me? Sean Connery, Roger Moore, George Lazenby, or Timothy Dalton? So who played James Bond in The Spy Who Loved Me? Was it Sean Connery, Roger Moore, George Lazenby, or Timothy Dalton? Respectable. Look, I've not even had time to brush my hair. I just went quick. 24. Can you remember what was the title of the film? What was the Batman film title in which Jack Nicholson played the Joker? Was it called Batman Returns? Was it called Batman? Or was it called Batman the Movie? Which of those three? What was the Batman film title in which Jack Nicholson plays the Joker? Batman Returns, Batman, or Batman the Movie? I always find it hard to remember whether a film has "the" in the title at the beginning or not, because that's really important. Question 25. What's the call sign of Maverick's best friend, Nick Bradshaw, in Top Gun? So that's 25. What's the call sign of Maverick's best friend, Nick Bradshaw, in Top Gun? Love this film. In the film Cool Runnings, in what country do they compete as a bobsleigh team in the 1988 Olympics? Is it Canada, Norway, or France? One or two questions. You've kind of got two ways in like this. Oh, do you not like Tom Cruise? Siobhan? I like a lot of the films he's in. In the film Cool Runnings, in what country do they compete as a bobsleigh team in the 88 Olympics? Canada, Norway, or France? Siobhan's like, nah. That's the thing, you see. I mean, most people like certain genres of films, don't they? Not all, but you're a bit messed up, aren't you, if your genres are not in here? 27. Oh, Trish is a fan. What are the initials, and we do need the exact initials for this, of the body responsible for approving films in the UK? So what's the initials of the body responsible for approving films in the UK? Did you see the door move then? Hi, Mark. $28. Do you know what? I didn't know this before today when I was doing this. I didn't know. In what musical and later film, so it's the same one, did the song You'll Never Walk Alone appear? Siobhan really doesn't like Tom Cruise. We all have certain ones that we're not keen on, don't we? In which musical and later film did the song You'll Never Walk Alone first appear? You'll find, Kathy, that I was a bit crafty in that a lot of people's favourite films are in this. That's why I asked you. Not all, but quite a lot of them. Yes, Mark, we go through them when we get to 30, so you've got a replay, and you can also wind the video back at the end of the quiz as well. You've got an hour to submit your entry form. I'll even post it again there for you, Mark. There we go. That's where you post your answers, Mark. So 29. In the Terminator series of film, Kyle Reese is the father of which character? In the Terminator series of films, Kyle Reese is the father of which character? And question 30, it's an anagram. It is. So it's an anagram. It's a jumbled up word, and it's the name of a film. Please don't put the answer in the chat, but if you like, you can put got it. It's up to you. Oh, clicked off that. Hang on. Question 30. There you go. It's a name of a film. Yvonne's a fan of Al. So karaoke, clog, crown, name of a film. And as you're working that, I'm going to go through the first 18 questions. I will check 19 in the break, okay? So 13, which English city was the Full Monty set in? Newcastle, Birmingham, or Sheffield? I've got something in my mind about 19, but I just want to double check it. Officially named the Academy Awards of Merit, what's the statuette better known as? Gabor got that quick, and Kathy. In the film Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear has all of the following abilities features except what? Chop in action, flying abilities, or laser beam light. You need a recap of these. They're also on at half time on the screen for you as well. In the Star Wars films, what's the space station of the Empire called? Paul's got it. Siobhan's got it. And Paul number 2's got it. How many Jaws films did Roy Schneider play Martin Brody? 1, 2, or 3? 18. Which film, directed and produced by James Cameron, went on to become the highest grossing film of its time? And 19. In the 1978 Grease movie, how many pink ladies were there? 4, 5, or 6? Couple of questions about that, so I'll check it for you. 20. How many Bridget Jones films are there? 2, 3, or 4? Oh, that's nice, Steph. And 21. Which Richard Gere film came first out of those two? Was it Pretty Woman or An Officer and a Gentleman? 22. How many Dalmatians are there in the title of the 2000 sequel? And 23. Can you remember who played James Bond in The Spy Who Loved Me? Was it Sean Connery, Roger Moore, George Lazenby, or Timothy Dalton? 24. What was the Batman film title in which Jack Nicholson played the Joker? Batman Returns, Batman, or Batman the movie? 25. What's the call sign of Maverick's best friend Tim Bradshaw in Top Gun? And 26. In the film Cool Runnings, in what country did they compete as a bobsleigh team in the 1988 Olympics? Canada, Norway, or France? 2 ways in on that one. 27. What's the initials of the body responsible for approving films in the UK? Just need the initials. And 28. In which musical and later film did the song You'll Never Walk Alone appear? 29. In the Terminator series of films, Kyle Reese is the father of which character? And then 30. There's your anagram. It's a movie. Did you see Toby? What are you doing? Here she is. Say hello. We've had Toby since she was a kitten. We started the quizzes. You can't put this top, can you? Okay, next bit is a mixed video round. So lots of different things in this one. If for any reason the video does go down, it's because of copyright and so on. This is about the 4th run of this one because I've tested it. And we're back up within about a minute, but we should be fine. See you in a minute.
It is the most delicate film because it's just so delicate. To my surprise, when we were putting this together, you know, we set out to make a very sincere film.
Japan's got it in mind to hire experts to train their army.
We will pay you $400 a month.
5. How many other genuine heroes you got lined up?
We called him Baba Yaga. The boogeyman? Well, John wasn't exactly the boogeyman. He was the one you sent to kill the fucking boogeyman.
John Wayne does not walk off into the sunset with Grace Kelly.
There you go. Denise gets a Die Hard fix there. Yeah, isn't he just? Robin Williams, great actor, isn't he? Okay, next bit. Normally in the music round, we ask for the artist and the name of the song. No, not today. We're just asking, what film is it most associated with the song? Some are theme tunes and some are songs that are just in the film. So what's it most associated with? Please don't put the answer, the artist and the song. You don't need that. Just the name of the film.
Under the sky, gonna be with you, and no one's gonna be around.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
Hello. I've just I've been in the bedroom. Oh, that sounds dodgy. Whoop. I've been in the bedroom, and I don't have the sound on the quiz when I'm playing the clips. But Amy said there was a swear word in one of the clips. I do apologise for that. It was intended to be taken out. So if you're offended by that, I do apologise. Question 19 I have checked for you. We're looking for, it is including Sandy. And at the beginning, how many pink ladies were in the original Grease? Hope that clarifies it for you. Anything else, let me know. At this point, we have a short break. There's something really different in the break, actually. If, like Mark, you need a recap of the questions because you joined us late, those questions will be scrolled on screen on this side, the ones that I've asked orally anyway. Any of the movie bits or the music bits you can replay after the quiz has ended by rewinding. Of course, you've got an hour after the quiz finishes to submit your form. On this side of the screen, there's 5 bonus questions. They are worth 5 points. Now, the multiple choice, I've left them as multiple choice. There's about 14 or 15 to choose from, quite a few. It's got the name of the killer, and you've got to say what film it was from. Okay? Yeah, so we're back in 10 minutes. Please make a small donation for playing so that we can keep running. I love doing it, and I know a lot of you. Oh, you think it was hard, Trisha? Depends if you've seen them, doesn't it? That's the thing. Right, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay, a bit different this. So what we're now going to do is I'm going to give you the twist in a film, and you need to try and name the film. There are multiples on the form as well. Got it? Okay, so here we go. 46. So what film was this the twist in? The narrator and Tyler Durden are two sides of one split personality. Hopefully an easy one to start with. Bye, Mark. See you, mate. Neil's like, don't tell us. I know I'm probably doing the worst thing possible, aren't I? 47. Dr. Malcolm Crowe is a ghost. What film is it? Maybe I didn't think this through. I suppose if you're not seeing it, you wouldn't know which one it was, would you? There's 5 of these, so 3 more to go. 48. The remains of the Statue of Liberty show that the setting is actually Earth. So the remains of the Statue of Liberty show that the setting is actually Earth. What film is that the twist in? Nowadays, they tend to be in loads of films twist, don't they? "49. The supposed corpse on the floor is alive and is the killer." So what film is that? The supposed corpse on the floor is alive and is the killer. Have you seen that one, Trisha? And the last one. Sorry, Gabor. Stamper doesn't actually have the disorder. His true personality is that of the sociopath Roy. Dear Martin, do you like that one, 49? I like this one, actually. Stamper doesn't actually have the disorder. His true personality is that of the sociopath Roy. I think you got 15 to choose from on that, is it? Okay, so just very quickly one more time. As we said before, you can rewind the sections later if you need to. So 46, the narrator and Tyler Durden are two sides of one split personality. What film is that? 47, Dr. Malcolm Crowe is a ghost. 48, the remains of the statue of... It's great when you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Great, isn't it? The remains of the Statue of Liberty show that the setting is actually Earth. Lots of people like 49. The supposed court, although I must admit, I think perhaps they went on for a bit. Supposed corpse on the floor is alive and is the killer. And then 50, this one. Stamper doesn't actually have the disorder. His true personality is that of the sociopath Roy. quiz is out of 65 tonight. There's 60 questions in total. You'll see why there's that discrepancy near the end if it's your first time. And here we go with the slightly more difficult questions. A little tiny. Yep. Yep, Nick. So here we go. 51. In the original Jurassic Park, why is it suggested, fully explained in the book, that Triceratops keeps getting sick? Do you remember that? Is it because they're eating poisonous berries? I'll double check, Nick, in a minute, but I'm pretty sure I'll put it on. Eating stones or frog DNA in the genetic code? Does anyone else not find it on 50? Because if that's the case, we can do something else. Okay, so if it's not on and I've forgotten to add it on, not a problem, not a problem. All you need to do is in the comments at the end, where it says any comments on the quiz, write your answer to question 50 at the end. Can you believe my favourite one wasn't there? So once again, if 50 isn't there, I can't check in the form from here. Write it in the comments at the end. Just write the name of the film. Okay? "52. Often used in movies. According to the Collins English Dictionary, what C is the name of a special effect in which a coloured background can be eliminated and a different background substituted? You might know it as a green screen. Sometimes they're blue. So often used in movies. According to the Collins English Dictionary, what C is the name of a special effect in which a coloured background can be eliminated and a different background substituted? It's another name for a green screen. Did you get it, Laura? "53. In which decade was the film 12 Angry Men released? The original. In which, don't know if there is a new one actually. In which decade was the film 12 Angry Men released?" Hey, that's a good one, Tricia. Get them to send them, you can use them. "54. In The Green Mile, what's the name of the rather large character played by Michael Clarke Duncan?" Was the Gabor? I thought there might have been, but we're looking for the original on that, because that's one of your favourite films, Gabor, isn't it? In The Green Mile, what was the name of the rather large character played by Michael Clarke Duncan? I thought for a long time about it. I think mine are Gladiator, Greatest Showman, and Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage. And the last one of the harder ones, they're only harder if you don't know them, aren't they? In what year was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone released? 99, 2001, 2003, or 2005? Kathy, how big does he look, that guy in Green Mile? I know they did a lot of camera tricks for it, but he's massive anyway, isn't he? Or was. You're just naming films randomly, Amy. Does make you start thinking, doesn't it? Oh, I'll tell you what I saw that was... It didn't get... It's not got a very good review. I love Nick Cage films. Well, some of them. He's done some really bad ones, hasn't he? We saw it the other day. Tom Hanks, News of the World. Not a very good review, but I thought it was ace. Saw it that day before yesterday. Really good. So in what year was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone released? 99, 2001, 2003, or 2005? It's that time again. Okay, so it's time for Wipeout. This is why there's that discrepancy of it's out of 65, because there's only 60 questions. Each question is now worth double the amount of points. So each one's worth 2 points. So you can rack up 10 points. But if you get one wrong, you get nothing, so you lose potentially all of the 10 points. But you can miss them out. Please do make sure that you tick the box underneath. So there's 3 options. There's either that one, or not gamble. Please make sure that you do tick the not gamble box if you don't want to gamble, thus just not getting the points for that particular, or 2 points for that particular question. Make sense? It's on your form as well. Oh, have you, Neil? Which one? So here we go. 5 of these. 56. In the film Dirty Dancing, who says the line, "Go back to your playpen, baby"? Is it Johnny or is it Penny? Oh, I've not seen that, Neil. Not worth it, no. So that's 56. 2 points if you get it right. Get it wrong, nothing. Lose all your points. But you can not gamble. In the film Dirty Dancing, who says the line, "Go back to your playpen, baby"? Is it Johnny or Penny? Last quiz, 55% of teams did wipe out. It was high. 57. Yeah, The Rock. Great film. Con Air. In The Shawshank Redemption, what was Andy's job before he was in prison? Was he vice president of a bank or was he a teacher? Another great film, Trisha, yeah. So in The Shawshank Redemption, what was... It just makes you want to go and watch films, doesn't it? What was Andy's job before he was in prison? Was he vice president of a bank or was he a teacher? I wonder what the marks are going to come out. I'm excited to see what the marks are going to be like. How sad am I? But I am. 58. What's the name of the Hobbit played by Elijah Wood in the Lord of the Rings movies? Is it Bilbo Baggins or is it Frodo Baggins? Or, of course, you can not gamble if you're not sure. It's up to you. What's the name of the Hobbit played by Elijah Wood in the Lord of the Rings movies? Is it Bilbo or Frodo Baggins? Two to go. In the film Sliding Doors, the main character Helen dies in one of the worlds. Is it the blonde or brunette version of her? So in the film Sliding Doors, the main character Helen dies in one of the worlds. Can you remember? Is it the blonde or the brunette version of her? Last question of the quiz. Question 60. Tom Hanks has won, I was just talking about him before, wasn't I? 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor. For Forrest Gump and which other film? Philadelphia or Saving Private Ryan? So Tom Hanks has won two Academy Awards for Best Actor. 1 for Forrest Gump. What's the other one? Is it Philadelphia or Saving Private Ryan? That's it. Did you like that? Did you enjoy that? Bit of nostalgia, isn't it? You're welcome, Siobhan. I'm going to go through those last 10 one more time really quickly in a second. Just to tell you what happens now is you've got an hour to submit your form. Then by 3 o'clock tomorrow, I email you with a league table of all the scores and, of course, the answers to the whole quiz. Glad you enjoyed it, Siobhan. Please make a small donation for playing. That link is on your form. And as soon as you press the submit button as well, it has a little message on screen that says, look, I've got your form. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Moira. So these are the last 10 one more time for you. In the original Jurassic Park film, why is it suggested the Triceratops keeps getting sick from eating berries, from eating stones, or there's frog DNA in the genetic code? Thanks, Sheila. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, thanks for joining us. I know you love your films, Neil, don't you? 52. Often used in movies. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, what C is the name of a special effect in which a coloured background can be eliminated and a different background substituted? There was, Paul, wasn't there? Thanks, mate. In which decade was the film The Original 12 Angry Men released? Thanks, Marie. 54. In The Green Mile, what was the name of the rather large character played by Michael Clark Duncan? 55. In what year was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone released? Thanks, Sean. Thanks, mate. 99, 2001, 2003, or 2005. Of course, on Facebook, you can rewind this video when it ends. So that's in the next few minutes. On YouTube, you can do it at any time. Or on YouTube at the same time. In the film Dirty Dancing as well. Who says the line, "Go back to your playpen, baby"? Is it Johnny or Penny? 57. In Shawshank Redemption, what was Andy's job? Did he work in a bank or was he a teacher? Thanks, Gemma. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time. I am. What was that? I really am. 58. What's the name of the Hobbit played by Elijah Wood in the Lord of the Rings movies? Yeah, once again, on question 50, because the answer isn't there, it was my favourite one too, and I've missed it out. In the comments at the end of the form, just write the name of the film. That's where I'm going to give you your point. Okay. I don't know who. I'm sure his name's not Intricate Web, but there you go. Thanks, Gabor. Thanks, mate. What's the name of the Hobbit Elijah Wood played? Bilbo or Frodo? 59. In the film Sliding Doors, the main character Helen dies in one of the... It's a good way to get 50 a bit harder, isn't it? dies in one of the worlds. Is it the blonde or brunette version of it? You're welcome, Gabor. Thanks, mate. And finally, last question of the quiz 60. Tom Hanks has won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor for Forrest Gump, and which other film? Is it Philadelphia or is it Saving Private Ryan? We're back on Tuesday with Trip Tuesday. Thank you for joining us. Hope you have a good week, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.